Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, one of my huge mottos in life is that you always deserve to have a sweet treat. And so today, I'm at Pawleys Island Bakery with the owner, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to take the grand tour, so why don't you go ahead and lead the way?
Come on in.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to the bakery. We've been open almost 14 years,
Okay.
serving this community well.
And I can already tell whenever you walk in here, this is just one of those spots that people love coming by, like multiple times a week. You come and get your fix, but like, what are some of the key items that are popular here?
Oh my goodness, the breakfast sandwich is the hottest item by far. People love those, it's their daily breakfast. We have cheese danishes, we have pies, we have cookies, we have cupcakes, we have specialty desserts. Our lunch sandwiches are nice and hearty, so it fills you up. It's a good spot. The most important thing is this is just a chill spot to hang out. We have so many regulars and locals that come in. We have a lot of regulars that tour here. And so for us, knowing all these different smiling faces that come by, it makes it fun for us. It's a family atmosphere. We're family operated and owned, so it's a good spot to be.
So it's Tiffany Clark. I am the cake decorator. I am also the manager.
You and your husband both work here.
Yes.
It's like a big happy family.
So it's all we've ever known.
Okay.
We worked together at the last place we were at, and that's actually where we met.
I love it. I love it.
And so when I started here in May of 2020, it was the weirdest time in our relationship that we weren't working together. And so then, yeah, November of 2020, he started working here.
Was there a moment in your life where you thought, this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Or did it just serendipitously happen?
So I've always loved baking. My dad, big baking fan. I always loved doing it. I never eat it.
Interesting.
I am a pastry chef who does not eat sweets, really. I have to really, really want them. When the Culinary Institute up in Market Commons announced that they were doing a full program on baking and pastry, I originally started out wanting to do cakes, and then when I started there, I still loved to do cakes, but I enjoyed doing like chocolates and stuff like that better.
That's hard.
It's fun.
That's the tough stuff.
It's
I
fun.
mean, you can really mess up a chocolate.
Yeah, no, it's temperamental, but I like that. I like the more structure. I like cooking, but cooking is kind of like fly by the seat of your pants, whereas baking is very structured, very like to the T, exact measurements, otherwise everything comes out, and I like the control of that.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to substitute like baking soda for baking powder
It
in a
does not
recipe,
work.
that's exactly what she's talking about. So what is your favorite type of cake to decorate?
I love doing birthday cakes for people, but my favorite would always be weddings. Just to be a part of that like biggest day of somebody's life is so special. I love what I do. They always say you never work a day in your life if you enjoy what you're doing. And I do. I do love this.
So now we're back in the kitchen.
Yeah, hanging out in the kitchen.
This is where all the breakfast sandwich magic happens,
This
right?
is where the magic happens. My main man, Tanner, right here, he likes to mix it up on the grill. There's some love put in that sandwich.
You want the dynamic to be really fun. Like you want to have fun with your employees.
Yep.
You want everybody to have a good time while they're working here.
Absolutely.
Why is that important to you?
Life is short. You want to enjoy coming to work every day. If, like Tiffany said in there, it doesn't end up being like work if you're having a good time.
Yeah.
So, and then the customers feel that too. We want the community to feel like they walked into their second home and they're just hanging out for a little while and with their good friends.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Joining us today on Living Local Carolina is author and speaker Marcus Gill. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Glad to have you back on the show.
I'm excited. I'm thrilled.
Yes,
Yeah.
we talked to you about content creation and what that looks like. And now today for our viewers, I wanted to talk about self-publishing for those who have been dreaming of writing a book. I know you've written a few, so
That's right.
what's your process like?
You know what? My process is all about peace and quiet, telling my story, being 100% genuine, but also being very straightforward with how I get my message across.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people think that self-publishing is difficult. It's not. You don't need so much. You don't need even a lot of labor when you're just telling your story.
Right.
And you got to be very consistent in just telling your story.
Okay, so your first step is making sure you get peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet.
Getting in a nice, quiet place.
That's right, because focus is important.
So for you, do you like try to write so many chapters at a time?
Well, sure. Yeah, that's a good question. You know, my structure is to come up with the subject matter, and I normally break the subject matter down into 10 sections.
Okay.
And then I break each subject matter down into 5 sections.
Woo! 10, 5.
And I do 1,000 words per section per chapter.
Wow.
So if I do 10 chapters, 5 sections with 5,000 words apiece, I got a $50,000 word book, and hopefully we'll make $50,000.
So what you're saying is you have an outline and you have a
Absolutely.
goal on how much content you want in each section of the book.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. So are you a writer or are you more of a like dictator on paper? Like for
Well, you
me.
know, I go between both.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I can do the dictation, but I also like to write because sometimes in writing, you think more.
Okay.
It's one of the things that I've realized. Writing helps us to think more. The dictation portion just is a conversation.
Right.
But writing says, I get to think. Then you can go into the depth of your story. Where if you would have done dictation, you would have had a 5-sentence paragraph. But with writing, you'll end up with a 10-sentence paragraph with more detail that's really going to impact your reader.
Okay. So
Yeah.
sitting down with pen and paper, the old school way.
Old school way.
Yes, and just writing it out.
I'm looking forward to the books that are going to be produced from your viewers.
Yes, you guys let me know what you think about this and if you've started writing. See you again next time.
Well, it is a hot and sunny day here on Pawleys Island, and I am joined by Mr. Thomas Williams. How are you doing?
Great, hot, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we're holding in there. But tell me about you and what you do.
Well, my name is Thomas Williams. My telephone number is 814-8598. Area code is 843. I live in McClennanville, but I come from McClennanville to Pawleys Island for the last 29, 30 years. And I also come 4 days a week. And I love it. And I don't think I see no way I'm going to stop.
Now, what do you do?
I do the, if you see the stick I got, I do the cobra, I do the owl, I do the rattlesnakes, I do the fish, the flounder, the rainbow trout, the catfish, wide-mouthed bass. If you name it, I can do it.
Now, how did you learn that you could actually do this?
Or at my father, 3 generations back, and my older brother showed me because my father had passed away. And he showed me how to do it, and then after that it's just history. But some of the things, like my brother couldn't do a cobra, he couldn't do an alligator, which a whole alligator, that's what I do also. The big flounders, or he could have made just regular sticks.
But you
now,
can get a little fancy with it.
yes,
huh?
I just gotta, if I see it in with my eyes, I don't have to have a picture. I can automatically draw it.
That is so cool.
Yes.
You're able to hand carve these sticks, and
Right.
then you even paint them and seal them, and they're very functional as much as they're beautiful.
Right. If you see this one, this is what you call a honeysuckle vine wrapped around a cherry. The head is a put on. So this is got a rod, a steel rod, not anything else in there but a steel rod. So in case if you drop it, it won't break.
Okay, so you're out here 4 days a week. Can you tell me the address and where people can find you?
Yes, you can find me at 1061-5 Paula's Island, near the bakery.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by Horry County Solid Waste Authority. This story is sponsored by Horry County Solid Waste Authority. Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.